right here in the sawyer's cab, and this is where the sawyer makes it happen. He's the guy that sets the pace for the whole mill, and we could saw every board right on this machine if we wanted to, but it would take us a lot longer. So that's why we have things like the resaw and the bull edger and so on down the line, as you're going to see in a minute. But these are the controls, a lot of air over hydraulic, a lot of just straight air, a lot of hydraulic, AC, DC drive on the carriage, and so on. Right here we have a line bar resaw is what it's called. Again, all the saws in this mill are thin curved circular saws. Hardwood that we saw in this area is rough, sometimes crooked, low quality, and these type of saws will take the higher production and work a little better under those circumstances. Now, yeah, this machine, basically, the main saw could cut a log right in the middle, and this machine could saw the rest of the log up in lumber. It's just a cheaper way of sawing lumber. Most of the good quality lumber is sawn on the carriage, but poorer quality is sawed either here on the resaw or through the bull edger. So right here we have a bull edger combination board edger. So what it does is take a can, could be 4, 6, or 8 inches thick, and saws lumber out of it on the one side, and on the other side it just takes the edges off of boards and trims them straight and true. So we have laser lights that show the operator what he's cutting, and again, it's another saw that helps speed up the production a little bit. It takes a lot of the little small logs. They can be just cut on two sides, and the bull edger cuts it all up into lumber after that. Okay, what we have here is a cant that just came out of the bull edger. You'll see how it's a 4-inch square in the middle, a 4 by 6 I should say, and lumber off the sides. That's what the bull edger does. We have is a 2-man set of trimmers, laser lights to show the guys where the saw is hitting the board exactly, and the ends are trimmed up on this machine right here. What we have here is a hardwood lumber inspector that is grading the lumber. He's keeping track of the footage and the grade and the loads he's accumulating. He has a voice-activated computer on his side, so he calls out the grade. Now the computer tells him when the load is getting full. Now that is pre-inputted, so each load can be different, but he does it all by himself, and from there each load is kept track of, as well as the footage for the day. So here we have the different piles of lumber. After it's graded, the lumber pilers put the lumber in separate piles, different grades, sometimes sorted to length, depending on what the customer prefers. And then from there it's shipped out and goes right to a dry kiln, and it is dried before it's taken on to the customer to make into its end use. Maple in this case could be flooring or furniture, depending on what the customer wants. Okay, here again we have a chipper that is actually, it just takes the wood waste from the log and grinds it into chip-sized chips that are used for pulp and paper or go to a composite board plant or whatever, and all the waste is used, both the chips on this end or the bark on the other end. It is all used. None of it is dumped in a landfill.